With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it a play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Bowden. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown.
Not as good. Not as good.
Lynn Bowden.
Okay.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks on just
That
two
was really
plays
unfortunate.
have taken
Good
the
start.
lead.
All right.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he goes
There you go, Tutu.
around the 39.
There you go.
These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah.
The middle, but it's incomplete.
Come on, Doge.
Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks.
Oh, come on, Tutu.
And his throw
Tutu, why?
Incomplete. That's already
Tutu,
the
you're
third
killing me.
time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Got it. Got it. Throw it. Throw it.
He's going to float this one deep right
What
side.
in the world was that?
It's caught at the 6-yard line.
No way.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now,
What a
we do have
bomb.
a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams... Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a... Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the former Ram, Gerald Everett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Here's 2nd and 10.
I thought sticks is supposed to reset them.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They did not hold their gap.
And it'll be 2nd and very short.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Okay.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone,
What?
but it's incomplete.
What?
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the
Why?
third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't
Why did he
completed one
not?
yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Second and 10. They'll drop to throw. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Unfortunate.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into...
Edmonds. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chase Edmonds with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master
got rid
as
of
a
him.
general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw.
Yeah, get upfield, get upfield, get upfield, get upfield. There you go.
Going to get a good gain of 9 here.
There you go.
34.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now. Back deep to return is Lynn Bowden. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete.
Good job. Good breakup.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Play action, they'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Huh?
The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Okay, little good zigzag move there.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot.
Just got rid of it.
He says this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
There you go. Get a block. Get a block. There you go. There you go. All right.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the
Okay.
25.
All right.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete.
No, you had him. You had him.
He throws it away.
Gotta trust yourself to make the throw.
Downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now here's a carry heading left. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not a whole lot there.
Not
The
great,
defense
not
was ready
terrible.
and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. It's caught. Lockett.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He's fine.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the...
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. Let's go. What do we got here? I like it.
Looking to throw.
Go on. Get. Oh, all right. Okay. All right.
Incomplete.
Going for the breakup.
Certainly looked like
Didn't
someone
go for
was
the
very
pick. That's
confident
okay.
in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation
Trust
there.
the scouting.
Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Let's limit it to 3. Let's keep him at 3.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So you're saying there's a chance. Okay. Just gotta...
They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back.
So that one will be accepted.
We get bailed out.
Here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
You absolutely take the bailout.
4 yards out, left hash. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
play fake here on first down.
Rip it. Rip it.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might
Yes, announcers. He's not accurate, but he's got a cannon.
One of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play.
Every once in a blue moon, he can actually hit a receiver.
Accuracy.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
You gotta let it. You gotta rip it, man.
Defense gets to him and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw here.
I know, should have checked him out of that.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
I know I should have checked him out of that. I don't want to burn timeout to do it.
Leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The return is Bowden. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second and 7. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns,
surprised
so there's
he
no
even
reason
threw
for
that.
them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins.
Pretty well covered
They
there.
pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Go on, get there. Get there. Yes. Get him.
Can't escape, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Matt Ioannidis. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Take it upfield, get a block, break a tackle. Come on, you have the whole field in front of you.
Shy of the 15, they'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Get there, get there, get there, get there.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
All right.
Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Oh, get the ball. Get the ball. Oh, that could have been huge.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession.
So big.
But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
I don't know how this will work, but let's try it. Not digging this at all. Now let's go for it.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
No.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense, because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
throw over the middle, taken in.
There you go, Coop.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads
Get
to
us back up to 50% completion percentage.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On third down, here's a run by Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Coming, and they got him once again. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Throw it. Throw it.
He's going to go down again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging... And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Second and 3. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He lets it fly for Lockett. He's got a man, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open, so Rue's forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Stopped immediately there.
Good double team tackle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Get him.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in
There you
baseball,
go.
when the
There
pitcher
you
gets
go.
a base hit and he's on base,
There
they
you
bring
go.
the jacket out to him to keep him warm.
Don't get caught.
A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Get the first.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Alright, let's figure out. I gotta find the rule if I'm allowed to go for it here. Where's the rule book? Got it saved here somewhere. There it is. Search for 4th down. Let's see. You must be on the opponent's 40 or closer. Check. In the 4th quarter, you make a for an if you're more than, but you cannot go for an 4th. Okay. Actually, also let me. If someone's got to go in as a backup, Stafford can go in. Okay.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Edmonds
Tackle
again.
him. Tackle him.
And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
All right.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8. To throw is Stafford.
Oh!
Callaway.
Ooh!
10. Touchdown, LA.
Stafford, you might have just earned your spot back. You can keep playing like that.
Have tied the game with the extra point to come. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return from both. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. All day, every day, any day. Watch safety green, watch safety green.
Here's Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got 4 down. 24.
He'll drop to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We got 4. 24's the light.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check three. Safe.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Throw it. You had it. You gotta throw the ball.
They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Stafford.
Got him. You got. Oh, throw it.
And they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Bowden now to return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Edmonds. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
second down and 7. Again, they run with Edmonds. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What could hurt, right?
Now Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Okay.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Seahawks on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Give me some. Give me some.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A first down carry for Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, it's Henry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Derrick Henry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Stafford, I need you. I need you here.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a leaping catch. He's got it.
Oh,
And he'll
Cup.
get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Stafford now to throw. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stafford. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession. Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field. That 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for LA, it just keeps getting worse as they're going to fall to 1-14. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, partner, and our entire crew